Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. It is May 1st, and this is your daily financial news. This is a news show that you can count on 7 days a week. We try to do it at 7:30 each and every day, so you can log in live if you would like. Sometimes a minute early, sometimes a minute late, but you can count on it. With one exception, on Thursdays, we occasionally do it at 7 a.m. because one of our millionaire experts needs to go at 7:30. So in the end, this is a show you can count on 7 days a week. If you are a daily viewer, thank you very much. If you are a new viewer, thank you very much. I aim to collect data during the morning and share with you what is going on. So as we sit here May 1st, 2022, I am often thinking about what had just passed, right? We are 4 months into this year, 33% done. And what have you done to move the needle forward? Whether it be in real estate, financial freedom, losing weight, better relationships, learning a second language, playing the guitar, whatever your goals were for the year, how is it going? Is it time to reset? Is it time to double down? What is going on? For me, I'm always asking myself, how can I help more people? That's why I took a vacation last week, try to figure out, are we doing the right things? Are we helping enough people? What do I need to change? All of that stuff. And of course, I want to have some fun. Hence, I am in a different portion of my office. I am in the room with all of the soundproofing. So I'm going to be in here this morning doing all my interviews, just seeing what's what. I've got 3 rooms and lots of different angles to play with. So let's see what's going on. The Buffett or Berkshire Hathaway event is going down this weekend. As you would expect, Charlie Munger and Buffett took questions. I think those guys took questions for 5 hours. Isn't Charlie like 99 or something and Buffett's 90 or something? It's impressive to see those guys still giving back. These gentlemen are multi-billionaires. And I'm sure they both love giving back, which is just pretty awesome. 1 second, guys. Sonny is all confused. I'm in a new office or new location in my office. And he's like, what are you doing? He's really freaking out. So I'm going to hold him on my lap. Some of the highlights from Charlie and Buffett's talk are no surprise. 1, they hate Bitcoin. I would argue that that's totally okay. They're 90 plus years old. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Next up, Charlie. Woo! Charlie went hard at Robinhood. He went hard last year, and he did not pull any punches this year as well. So then they took questions about timing and cash and all of those things. Really what you get from Buffett is consistency. That's what I've appreciated. I have read Warren Buffett's yearly newsletter for the last, how old am I now? 30-ish years. The best biography is actually one that was written a couple of decades ago called The American Capitalist. It was an unauthorized version or biography of Warren Buffett. I thought that was the best book out there. On top of that, what are we talking about? It looks like the student loan forgiveness seems to be anchored around $10,000 per student or per adult, right? Let's call them what they are. All of these individuals are adults. All of them signed up for these loans at 18. One can argue whether or not that was a good idea or not. I do have to ask, right? Forgiveness without fixing the broken system is ludicrous. The school loans, the federally backed school loans, which means you and I are backing, are nothing more than crap subprime mortgages. We are not looking at the student. We are not looking at their degree. We are not looking at their ability to make income. The fact that students graduate, or heaven forbid, don't graduate and have tens of thousands of dollars, how is that my problem? We need to fix the system. We need to have true credit worthiness, something in the system. If we are just going to give 10K credit just because we're trying to buy votes for an election, that doesn't fix the problem. The federal guarantee loan program has caused schools to become more expensive, broken, have caused 18-year-olds to sign up for 6 figures in debt before they know what the heck they're going to do. All of this is broken. Fix the system, then we could definitely deal with the students who got by a broken system. And then lastly, the fact that you can't discharge school debt in bankruptcy is, let's just call it what it is, stupid. The reason they can't is it's federally backed dollars. If this was a open and free market, that debt, like a credit card, like a mortgage, like a car loan, if you dig so deep you can't get out, that's what bankruptcy is for. The whole student loan thing is broken. Fix the system. If we don't fix the system, what are we going to do? Every time one side or the other needs to buy votes, they give 10K away. Second, I have said it before, this 10K credit for 43 million people, it's going to be $430 billion of stimulus. Do not be confused. This is more stimulus, giveaways. This will create more inflation. Have we not learned that money rained down from on high creates inflation? Lastly, I really do have to ask. It seems like one side of the party, and it's this extreme side of the party, wants this to happen. I strongly believe, as a novice political strategist, if this happens, and again, it happens under the watch of the Democrats will pay an even steeper price in the November elections. This will not buy the votes that they hope for. This, in fact, will flip votes. Everybody who is purple will go the other way. If you didn't go to school, if you paid off your loans, if you didn't take federally backed loans, if you worked your tail off and never went to college, why do you want to be on the hook for somebody else's mistake? You go get a philosophy degree from Harvard and you're making $40K a year being a teacher or whatever it is. Whose fault is that? Yeah, crazy stuff. And oh, by the way, $430 million is one way to goose GDP by 2.5%. We need to let the free market work. Fix the school lending program. Schools should not cost so much. Second, there should be some kind of credit or free market, because like a nursing degree, just as an example, great degree. We're short of nurses. Work it out, right? Anybody who wants a nursing degree, probably very lendable. If you want to get underwater basket weaving, probably not a good loan to get. But hey, if you want it, you do you. Go work full time, get the degree. It's very, very frustrating. Anytime the government gets involved in a market, it breaks. The student loan, federally backed loans, broken. It is subprime lending on steroids. You are giving 18-year-olds who have no capacity to pay tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on a hope and a prayer. Are we not shocked that nobody's paying these things back? It's a bad, bad, bad idea. Oh, another thing that looks like it's going to happen. Again, this is all dominoes being played out. Giveaway, 10K, Democrats lose the November election, the House flips, the Senate flips. Guess what you and I get to suffer through? All kinds of articles about Biden laptop. Hunter Biden's laptop. Hunter Biden the painter. Hunter Biden this. It will be all over the place. And I'm not saying he's not a swindler. He clearly is. But let's work on real issues, work on inflation, work on reducing the debt, poverty. There are other things that our political elite should be working on. But get ready. It is coming. Not saying I like it, but it's coming. Foreclosures, foreclosures, foreclosures. Be warned. You are about to see some YouTube folks spout facts that are irrelevant. First, foreclosure filings. They are up 132%. Fact. That is correct. Second, they are up from a record low base. So if you have a quarter and you double it, it goes to 50 cents. It doesn't make you that much richer. We are talking foreclosures that aren't even after doubling, after going up 137%. They are still so far below trend as to be irrelevant. Lastly, 132% increase is filings. Filings, NOD, notice of default, for example. We have, here's a guess. Play with me, folks. Get ready to answer a question. How many active foreclosures, not foreclosure filings, active foreclosures do we have right now across the United States? Remember, and this source is Black Knight, so you can go Google search this all you'd like after. Black Knight, at the peak of the pandemic, 4.8 million people in forbearance. Oh my God, the world's going to end foreclosure short sale just like 2008, 9, 10. And of course, I told you that's not going to happen. We have banks working people, 40-year loans, seconds, all of that stuff. Well, it's time the foreclosures showed up. One more time. How many active foreclosures do we have right now? I'm going to take a look and see what people are guessing. Oh, doesn't look like anybody's guessing just yet in the live chat. Yep, we have live chat going here. Here's the deal. We have this number is stupid. Like stupid. We have 7,000 foreclosures. Folks, we had 4.8 million people in forbearance at the peak. We have 7,000 foreclosures. You get 7,000 foreclosures by accident. I mean, really? I don't know. I mean, really? This is crazy, crazy stuff. So again, foreclosures are not going to be the wave of inventory. It's not going to be a half off sale. All these people talking about crash are just wrong again. But again, they will create their videos. They will get a lot of information. Let me be clear. I think this year is still stagflation. I know we had a negative GDP print in Q1. I do not see a negative GDP print in Q2. I'm sorry. Let's be clear. I would love to get the recession over sooner. I think the earlier we have a recession, 2 quarters of negative GDP growth, the less painful it will be. I really do believe that. Unfortunately, I do not see a recession being officially declared until Q3 or Q4 of next year, which means it will be more painful and probably last longer. I do not want to say this, but that is what I think. Robinhood. Woo! Here's a question on Robinhood, and I think it's a coin toss. Will Robinhood go to zero, meaning bust out, like all the .com stocks did back in the day? Or 2, will somebody eventually buy them? I think that is a reasonable question. Trading volume has fallen 75%. The average account in Robinhood is $5 grand. $5 grand. $5 grand. 5. On top of that, the average account on Robinhood lost 25% in Q1. You can't make this up. Can't make this up. Lastly, Robinhood is obviously, I think it's trading under $10, folks. Thing you need to do is you look at their balance sheet. They're holding about $6 billion in cash. Robinhood is essentially trading for their cash value. What does that tell you? I got a question yesterday that I thought was worth talking. Does this market, meaning the stock market, does the stock market get worse or have we bottomed? And it really depends on your point of view. In my point of view, I think the market gets better, but that means it goes down. We have only shaved off a fraction of what is coming, in my opinion. I want to build a portfolio of great companies bought at a reasonable price. And as you have seen, I will hold for a long, long time. I am not interested in an 8, 10, 12, 15% discount off of all-time highs. So when I get questions like that, and I actually responded, I think the market gets better and we haven't bottomed. It's all point of view. If you are holding on to high multiple stocks and you're down 75%, and I told you this was coming and you held, I don't know what to tell you. If you raise dry powder and you've been doing the work and you have your shopping list, I think you're pretty happy. So it is all on your point of view. If you are white knuckling it and fully invested, I know how that feels. It eventually got me after I lost 80%. I don't do that anymore. Have a shopping list, get ready, have dry powder, always have dry powder, sometimes more, sometimes less. Pretty crazy. We have the most important number of the week coming out Friday. It is the U.S. jobs report. It is where we report jobs created in April and the unemployment rate for April. This is a number that you and I always guess. So the over-under is going to be 400,000 jobs created. That is what the street is expecting. I see no reason to change it. Are you going to take the over or the under? Oh, what am I? I'll give my answers in a minute. The other question we're going to talk about is the unemployment rate. It is expected to be at 3.6%. That is what it was last month, and it is a low for the cycle. So again, I think I'll continue my trend of being optimistic. So I will take the over, but not by much. I'll say something like 417,000 jobs created. But I will take the unemployment rate, the under. I think it's going to be 3.5. I think this month, the May reading of April will be the cycle low. That is important because if you go back to my whiteboard discussion about 2022 and 2023, I talk about the cycle low coming. I think it's this month, might be next month, but it is one of these 2 months. And then things get worse from here for the economy. Inflation is cutting everyone's taxes. I wish the government would admit it, get out of the way. Remember, I try to bring you economic terms so you don't get confused. We talk about real and nominal. Nominal wage increases, 4.7%. Real wage increases, negative 3.7%. That sucks. That's horrible. That is why I believe discretionary spending is going to fall off a cliff. That is why, as a landlord, I have seen more tenants ask for help now than at the beginning of I'm having more people ask for help now than when we had 16% unemployment. How wacky is that? The consumer is not doing well. The economy will be okay this year because 25% of families make $100,000 and they are going to go ham. Airlines, travel, experiences. Retail is going to get hurt. Amazon is a sign of what is coming in retail. We have bought enough cardboard boxes. We are going to get some experiences. We're going to have blowout parties. And then reality sets in. So at the end of the day, a couple of other things. It looks like Procter & Gamble and Coke are big, large companies that I follow because they are consumer discretionary and consumer staples. Looks like they are preparing for a slowdown when you read into the depths of their earnings calls. And then lastly, 2/3 of small businesses will be raising prices this year. Inflation is not done. Inflation is going to get worse. Do not be fooled by the inflation gauge. When CPI goes from 8.5 to 8.2, do not be confused. Something that I've told you is coming is the base effect. Basically, we are rolling off early months to be replaced with bigger numbers. It is still all kinds of bad. The public, the low and middle class are hurting. When you rain money down on people to the tune of $2.5, $3 trillion plus all the extra things, it's time. It's going to get paid up. So, folks, that's what I got for you today, this Sunday, May 1st. Couple of quick things that we're going to do at the end of videos. We're going to congratulate people. Cassidy, congratulations for doing the work. You sent me an amazing note. Let's see if I can pull it up quickly on my phone. That's one of the reasons I like doing this way. Let me see if I can read what Cassidy sent us. Let's see. One sec. Oh, is this way better? Yeah. This is from Cassidy, who's been doing the work. Hi, Mike. I wanted to thank you in a huge way. I've been trying to figure out how to invest in real estate for a while, but your course and your content cut through all the crap. Thanks to you and your course, I was able to identify a great deal and purchase a duplex in my area in April of last year. I never reached out to get the 500. Well, here you go. Because you started in May. Totally okay. But I wanted you to know that you have changed my life. I don't make a lot of money, but we are on the path to financial independence. Thank you. Cassidy, you did the work. You did the work. Congratulations. I give away the process, the plan, but it only works when you work. Cassidy, your card's going out, stamps on, going to drop it in the mailbox right now. Take care, everyone. Have fun. Bye.